everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do the get to know me tag from YouTube. I noticed that I never formally introduced myself, so let's get started. I pulled up questions off of the internet for this tag, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So the first question is, are you named after anyone? My full name is Dream Asia, and I'm actually not named after anybody. My mom made up my name. Me and my siblings, we all have D names, so that was the D name that she made up for me. When was the last time you cried? If you've watched my channel or watched any of my videos, you know I've gone through infertility. I'll link those videos down in the description box. But probably the last time I cried, it's when I had my miscarriage. And that was like a horrible cry. Probably one of the worst cries I've ever cried in my life. So that's the last time that I've really cried and sobbed. Do you have any kids? I do. I have a 14-and-a-half-year-old and I have a 13-month-old. If you were another person, would you be friends with you? This question is kind of hard. I am, and this may sound weird because I started a YouTube channel, I am not a very sociable person in new situations. So if you already know me, I am chatty Cathy and I will talk all the time. But in new situations, I am not very sociable. If I go to a party and I don't know anybody, I'm the girl that's like in the corner. I would not be socializing and talking with everybody. It really takes me out of my comfort zone. But with that being said, I probably would be friends with me if I wasn't me, because I like who I am, and I think especially with dealing with infertility stuff, I would like to have somebody to relate to. So in that sense, I would be friends with me. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I am a very sarcastic person, and sometimes people don't get my sarcasm, but I'm extremely sarcastic. I'm a sarcastic parent. Ask my teenager. I am just sarcastic in all areas of my life. I'm a sarcastic teacher, so I'm very sarcastic. What's the first thing you notice about people? I would probably say I'm terrible with this because I am not a person that notices details. I just don't. I don't notice your eye color. I don't notice anything. And I feel bad about it. But what I do notice about people, their aura, their feeling, the feeling I get from them. So when I first meet somebody, I can know in an instant if we're kind of gonna be friends, just from your aura and then how you are. What's the next one? What is your eye color? My eyes are brown. Do you like scary movies or happy endings? Absolutely a scary movie. I am not the sappy love story kind of girl. Yeah, I think they're pretty cheesy and I don't like them. I did though like The Notebook, but that's probably one of the only ones. I like scary movie. I like to be scared. I love a good thriller, like a mystery. I always say in another life I should have been a detective. Favorite smells. I love, really weird, I love the smell of a baby, like that newborn baby smell. I just love it. And I love the smell of vanilla, like Bath and Body Works, their holiday vanilla scent. I'm not sure what the name is called, but I love that scent. It's so good. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? And that would be South America. Me and my husband went to Costa Rica on our honeymoon. Do you have any special talents? I'm very creative, so special talents. I'm a teacher, so you can give me a roll of paper and I can make a toy room for a child. A tree, a boat. I can make just about anything because I'm a really creative person. I've always been really creative. That's why I did go to fashion school. Yes, I'm very creative. So Give me some paper, scissors, and markers, and I can make just about anything. Where were you born? I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I'm a New Yorker. I lived there for the first 12 years of my life. And another fun fact about me, we moved quite a bit when I was growing up. So I lived in New York. From New York, we went to Texas, and that was like quite the culture shock. The kids in school made fun of my accent. They used to call me a Yankee. It was crazy. So from New York to Texas. From Texas, we moved to Arizona. I loved Arizona. It was very hot, but I loved it. I met some amazing people there. From Arizona, we moved to Pennsylvania, and I loved Pennsylvania. There, I also met some amazing people, some amazing friends. From Pennsylvania, we moved to Georgia. Georgia was great, relaxing. I loved the South. From Georgia, we moved to Colorado. Colorado was beautiful. I loved the outdoors. There was so much to do. And then from Colorado, I moved to California, and that's where I live now. I met my husband, and I had my I raised my family, so I love it. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are probably doing anything with my family. I love to go see movies. I love to watch movies at home. I love sightseeing. I love going to new places, new little towns, and exploring them. I think it's my niche. It's what I love to do. And then I love doing anything with my kids. Going to SeaWorld, going to the zoo. We're up in the mountains right now, exploring the mountains, just doing anything with my children. I love. Do you have any pets? If you watch any of my videos, you know I do have a pet. His name is Tiger. He is a teacup Yorkie, and he is 9 years old. Do you have any siblings? I do have siblings. I have 2 brothers, and then I have a half brother. So 3 brothers total. I'm the only girl. And if you hear that in the background, that is Brookie. Daddy's putting her to bed. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm already grown up. At least I think I am. I'm a teacher. I love academics. I love having my kids in the beginning of the year where we start fresh and new, and then seeing where they grow and how, you know, the journey to the end of the year. Like, I love it to death. I love introducing my students to new things, new ideas, exploring them to different things. In my curriculum, I do around the world, and we go to different cultures, and I love having my students learn about the world. I love learning. A fun fact, that's a question that's not on here. I seriously felt like I went to school forever. I have a master's in education, but I have a degree in fashion marketing. I have a degree in early childhood education. I have a degree and then my master's is in education as well. So I just love learning. So I love teaching students because I love learning. Who was your best friend growing up? I would have to say, this is like really cheesy and weird, but I do have girlfriends that I love. But my best friend, I would have to say, is my husband and my mom. How tall are you? I'm about 5'6", I think. I haven't measured myself in a while. Funniest moments throughout your school? I am like so awkward when it comes to sports. So anything with sports, I can run track and I can cheer because I can dance. So I'm awkward with all the other sports. So I can run and I can dance. So in PE, I remember we were playing volleyball, and I hated playing volleyball because it just was crazy, and I feel like I always got like I just didn't like it. I didn't like PE in high school anyways, because I was like, who wants to be sweaty in the middle of the day? And like nobody really takes showers, and then you're like stinky for the rest of the day. I could go on. But I was playing volleyball, and I went to go hit the ball like I usually do and miss, and the ball hit me in the head and popped out my contact. So I had to go the whole day, and I am like blind as a freaking bat. I couldn't see the whole day. I think I took out the other contact and I was like blind the rest of the day. But that's a funny moment. I'm just clumsy. I'm a mess. I'm the girl, if you take out to dinner, I'm going to have like food spilled on me. It's just, I'm a wreck. How many countries have you visited? Only South America. So we really need to get out there and explore. What was your favorite and worst subject in high school? I took like fashion marketing. I loved that class. I love cooking, even though I never cooked, and I am not a big cook. I cook because my family, we need to eat food, but my husband's really the cook in the family. I cook a lot of the nights, but I cook because we have to eat. I'm not like sitting there, oh, I love cooking, but I liked cooking class, but my partner always did it. I was partnered with this guy, and he cooked all the meals. I was like his sous chef. And I guess that flash forward, I'm like my husband's sous chef. He cooks all the delicious, wonderful meals. He's a fabulous cook. And I'm just there to assist and wash dishes, which I'm fine with. So my favorite was like the fashion marketing classes and cooking. Probably worse, like I said before, PE, because I did not want to get sweaty in the middle of the day. It was a no. What is your favorite drink? Flavored water and Gatorade. I know that sounds lame, but I love me some flavored water, and I love me some Gatorade. G2. Favorite animal? I would maybe say a teacup Yorkie, because that's the first and only dog I've ever had. Perfume? Whatever would smell good at the time. I don't really have a favorite. What would you name your future kids? Well, I have kids, and their names are Dominic and Brooklyn. And fun fact, my husband really chose the name, so I go with anything. What sport do you play or have you played? I did track and cheerleading. I like dancing. I did dancing for like ballet, jazz, tap for a really long time. So I love dance. So I did dance, I did cheer, and I did track and field. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? This could go on and on, but I'll tell you like who I first started watching. So when I was going through my first IVF cycle, which helped me conceive my daughter Brooklyn, I watched Someday Mama. It was the first YouTuber I ever discovered, I ever watched, and I fell in love. So I would watch her along my journey so when I did my egg retrieval, I would watch her egg retrieval. When I did my transfer day, I would watch her transfer day, and I listened to her tips and everything. So I loved Someday Mama. After I got pregnant, I discovered Erin Williams, and I love her, still watch her. She has 2 babies now. And then I also loved Haley Page because we were pregnant at the same time. So I liked watching her journey to see were our signs and symptoms the same, and if we had any of the same things, because our babies are like a couple days apart. But there's many more YouTubers that I do love, and more that I've added, like Tara Henderson and the Saucony Jolies. There's a ton. I just started watching a bunch of smaller channels that I super duper love, new mamas like me that just have started their channel or recently started their channel that I'm loving their channel. So I can go on and on. It's a pretty big list. I barely watch TV anymore. I love YouTube. How many boyfriends have you had? 3 total, and my husband was number 3, and he's my husband. So I did not date a lot at all. Favorite memories from childhood. It would probably be anything when the whole family was together. So going to my grandma's house, just riding our bikes outside with all of our cousins, block parties at my grandma's house, just having fun and being a kid. So any moments where we were all together as a extended family. How would you describe your fashion sense? I would say I'm pretty eclectic. I just buy what's cute. I like leather, which some people may consider edgy, and I also like lace. So, and I would mix those two. So anything that I find that I think is cute, I wear. I don't really have a particular fashion sense. I would say I'm eclectic. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone. And tell us one of your bad habits. This one is kind of gross, but I bite. My bangs are super long and I bite the end and I don't even notice I'm doing it. But I do it. I don't know if it's like a nervous habit or I don't know. I just like to bite the ends of my bangs, which is really gross. You should not be biting your hair. That is it for the questions that were on here, but I'm going to answer a few more things that people may be wondering about me. One, a lot of people may have started watching my videos or watching my vlogs and they're like, you talk about your husband, his name is AJ, you talk about your son Dominic, but why aren't they on the channel? Well, Dominic is a typical teen and he does not really want to be on his mom's channel, so I respect his wishes. Maybe in the future he'll make some cameos or he'll want to be in videos, but I'll have to ask him and get his permission because he's a teenager and you know how teens are, so he's not really wanting to be on YouTube. So you probably won't see him unless he gives me permission. Mom, I'll be on this video or you can put me on. Same thing with my husband. I'm the one that chose to do YouTube. He fully supports me. He helps me with editing, filming, everything that goes along with YouTube, but he really doesn't want to be, we can say he's camera shy. He's not really wanting to do YouTube, so I'm respecting his wishes as well. So you won't really see him in any videos or vlogs unless he gives me permission or he decides that he wants to start being in them. So it'll pretty much be me and Brookie, and it'll be my life, my journey as I go along. I will include some of my infertility stuff. I think I have a video that's going to be coming up with tips, things not to say that people that are going through IVF. So there'll be some infertility IVF stuff with my channel. There will be tons of mommy stuff, and 2008 will be really exciting for my family, so I will take you guys along for the journey. Another thing that people may be wondering, why did you start YouTube? All of the mommy vloggers that I was watching, they were documenting their pregnancy. They were documenting their children's birthdays and activities and vacations. And I thought that was awesome and amazing, and I wanted to do the same. So I decided to start this YouTube channel. Also, a lot of the moms I am watching are mom bosses. They're making extra income and doing extra, bringing extra money and things for their family. And I wanted to do that as well for my family. So that's another reason why I started YouTube. I wanted to be just like those mom bosses that I watched or still watch on YouTube. So one that I can really think of is Brianna K. She's awesome. She works a full-time job and she's rocking at YouTube. So she was one of my inspirations for starting this channel. I want to be a mom boss and still, and also document my family's life. So those are the reasons why I started YouTube. Any other thing or any other questions that you guys want me to answer, please leave them in the comments below. And maybe I'll make a part 2 of things about me that you guys want to know. I would be more than happy to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to follow along this YouTube journey with me, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.